Today, we're taking Kyrie Irving's career and putting it in reverse. So instead of starting his career off as a Cavalier, he'll be starting in Dallas instead, going to Brooklyn, then Boston, and finally ending his career off in Cleveland. His career will be completely different, and the history of the NBA as a whole will be too. And that starts off with the fact that as a rookie, he joined a Mavericks team who was coming off a championship the year prior and was already starting off with some Hall of Fame teammates in Jason Kidd and Dirk Nowitzki. Jason Kidd started showing Kyrie the ropes so that Kyrie could take all that advice and turn it into championships and winning seasons for Dallas later on down the line. But little does Kidd know that Kyrie's career is in reverse right now, and as a result of that, his time in Dallas won't be lasting too long. But of course, we can worry about that later, because right now, we have to talk about Kyrie's huge rookie campaign, putting up 23 points and 5 assists per game, which as you might have guessed, won him the Rookie of the Year award, matching the one he had in real life. And the season doesn't end there, as the Mavs made it to the playoffs, with Kyrie obviously doing his part to make that possible. But he'd be tested in his first ever playoff series where he was up against the Lob City Clippers, and thankfully for Kyrie, he rose to the occasion, dominating his matchups, and the Mavs came out on top 4-1. And in the second round, it was supposed to be a Texas showdown as the Mavs faced the Rockets. But to keep it short, this series was a breeze, with the Mavs winning in 4. In the conference finals, the Mavs were given their toughest opponent by far, the LA Lakers, who were led by Kobe Bryant. And since Kyrie had been playing shooting guard with the Mavs with Jason Kidd at the point, this of course meant Kyrie was about to have his hardest individual matchup as well. There's a lot on the line in this one, with it being Kyrie's rookie year. He's obviously done a lot to help the Mavs make it this far, and a win in a high pressure series like this would create a ton of noise around his name. But no one said it'd be easy, because the Lakers jumped out to an early 1-0 lead, with Kobe's dominance being displayed for all to see. But to be honest, after this, it seemed like the Mavericks flipped the switch as they took games 2, 3, 4, and 5, winning the series 4-1, officially moving them into the 2012 finals. But the competition would only rise from here, because like I said, it's 2012, and that's the era of LeBron and his big three in Miami. Dallas has a good team, no one would say that they don't, but in comparison to this Miami squad, it's extremely clear that Dallas are the underdogs in this series. And as much as everyone loves the underdog and wants to hear the story of them winning, we wouldn't quite get that in this one, because the Heat came out in full force, and Kyrie's lack of experience in big time moments showed. The Heat were in their bag all series long, and they came out on top in this one, winning in 4. In the following season, it was apparent that Kyrie was a rising star in this league, and with Jason Kidd leaving for the Knicks, it made Kyrie the new starting point guard. The fans in Dallas couldn't wait for the future they had with him, but unfortunately, Kyrie's time in Dallas was coming to an end. His last stretch of games with the Mavericks went well, as he was still progressing and putting up great numbers, considering it's only the beginning of his second year. But midway through the season, he was traded to the Brooklyn Nets, and to be honest, his team here was looking pretty good. Kyrie was at the 1 with Darren Williams and Joe Johnson at the 2 and 3. It's not an insane lineup, but it's definitely a team that can win some games and hopefully make a deep run in the playoffs. And speaking of which, the 3rd seed Nets were up against the 76ers in the first round. This team was honestly pretty mid. The Nets were for sure the better team, and they were able to prove that by winning the series 4-2. But round 2 would be a real test for Brooklyn, as they were now playing against the Bulls, but keep in mind, Derrick Rose isn't injured in this simulation. He's here, and he's better than ever. Nonetheless, Kyrie and D-Rose battled it out the entire series, giving each other their best shot. The series was a dogfight, and it came down to a Game 7, but in this Game 7, the Bulls showed why they were the 1st seed in the East, and they won by over 20 points. So of course, after that, Kyrie and the Nets were looking to redeem themselves. They had a solid offseason picking up some veteran players, and although those guys were getting older, they were still able to give some solid contributions to the team. Kyrie had a great individual year, becoming an all-star for the first time, and at this point, he was a superstar in the league, sitting at a 93 overall. But as cool as that is, Kyrie's main goal of winning championships remains the same. However, it might be tough to do that in this season because the Nets only finished in the 7th seed. And to be honest, it wasn't only tough to do that, but it was impossible because the first round against the Wizards didn't go too well, and Kyrie and his squad were sent home in just 5 games. It's pretty obvious that something has to change here if Kyrie actually wants to start winning. And with only 2 seasons left in Brooklyn, those changes have to come fast. The Nets don't look like a bad team on paper. They've definitely got some talented guys and veteran players who can bring some help with all their experience in the NBA. And this season did end up going differently than last season, but not in a good way. The Nets finished with a horrible record at 21-61. And unfortunately for Kyrie, in this season, while he was actually playing in the finals in real life, he'd be watching from home in this simulation. It's clear that this situation in Brooklyn definitely isn't the best for Kyrie's career. I mean, 21-61 is an insane record. And to make matters worse, it wasn't looking much better in season 5, which is Kyrie's last one with the Nets. It was just another season full of losses, Celtics, this time with an even worse team. Other than that, there really isn't much to talk about. I don't know what's going on in Brooklyn, but it was bad. Thankfully though, that's over now, and Kyrie has 2 teams left until we reach the present day. But before we get into that, it's a big thank you to Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring today's video. Underdog Fantasy is the best way to play fantasy sports, and when I use Underdog, my favorite way to get in on all the action is with their pick'em game. It's pretty simple really. Find any player, choose higher or lower on their stats, and if you choose correctly, you can win some crazy cash. Their website and mobile app are really simple and easy to use. So for tonight, I'm gonna go higher on Jason Tatum's points. I'm gonna go higher on D'Angelo Russell 22.5 points, and I'm gonna go higher on Tyrese Halliburton double doubles. This entry is gonna be for $10. As you can see, if I get all 3 correct, I win my 60. So let's play for 60, confirm that, and just like that tonight, I could win 60 bucks. And you guys already know Underdog and I had to hook y'all up with a special. So when you use my code RKL, Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. So if you put in $10, Underdog will match that and you'll have 20. If you put in 100, Underdog will match that and you'll have 200. And we all know the Super Bowl is coming up. So on top of that, when you use my code, you'll receive this new customer special where if Patrick Mahomes gets more than 0.5 total yards, you're well on your way to winning your first pickup. Again, big thank you to Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring today's video. The first of those teams is the Boston Celtics, and while Kyrie is beginning his time in Boston a year earlier than he did in real life, he'll also be leaving a year early, this time for Cleveland instead of Brooklyn. But we've got 2 seasons until we have to worry about that, because for now, we have to talk about Kyrie's first season as a Celtic, where his team really wasn't too great. The other 2 best players on the roster were Isaiah Thomas and Al Horford, and while Jaylen Brown is on the team, it's only his rookie year, so if you assume this season wouldn't go well for the Celtics, you'd be right. It was a struggle to win games consistently, and unfortunately, the Celtics didn't even make the playoffs. But in the following season, help would be on the way. The Celtics selected Jason Tatum in the draft, and he and Kyrie instantly meshed well. Kyrie led the Celtics to the 3rd seed in the East while putting up 25 and 7 a night, and on the receiving end of a lot of Kyrie's assists was Jason Tatum, who averaged 16 and 8 in the 50-40-90 club. With their record and confidence improving this season, the Celtics headed to the playoffs where they were up against the 76ers, who had Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. Luckily though, the 76ers didn't have any great players besides those 2, and the Celtics were able to make quick work of them in 5 games. The next round was against the Bulls with D Wade and Jimmy Butler, and the Celtics were red hot, so they came out and swept the series, making it to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Knicks. The series was a battle between both teams, and it would come down to the wire in Game 7. And with about 3.5 minutes left, the Knicks are up by 4. Jaylen Brown pulls up for the mid-range. He misses that, and the Knicks could give themselves a very good lead right here. Gray goes down, Tatum guarding him. He pump fakes, he goes up. Tatum with the huge block. Under 3 minutes to go now. The Celtics really need to stop. Carmelo off that screen. He was kind of open. I thought they were going to hit him with it right there. Joakim Noah out to Carmelo. Carmelo for 3. He misses that one. Back-to-back misses is kind of crazy. They were both pretty good shots too. Kyrie off the screen from Horford. He pulls it and he makes it, making it 107-108 now. I'm not gonna lie, this is insane. Kyrie's on ball, Tatum on Melo. Melo going to the rim, reverse layup, and he makes that. Dude, that is insane. That was just a tough shot, but I mean, that's what Melo does. Brown gets fouled. Are they in the bonus? No, they're not. That would have definitely been a pretty big foul if they were. Who's getting the ball? Hayward gets the ball to Kyrie. What is Kyrie gonna do? He has an opportunity to really hit a clutch shot here. He gets the backdoor layup. He misses. Good defense by the Knicks. 1:48 left to go. Holiday to Carmelo. Here's Carmelo. Mid-range. Oh my God, bro. Carmelo is too good. Like, this dude's just a different breed right now. Jaylen Brown looking for something here. I want to see Kyrie or Tatum get the ball in their hands for a shot like this. You know, I don't want Jaylen Brown to have it. No offense to him. He's good and all, but you got Kyrie and Tatum. Horford puts it up. He makes it. Carmelo off the screen from Noah. He hits him with some weird spin move and then another half spin. Oh my God, Tatum. Great defense. He sent that into the crowd. They're inbounding. Joakim Noah out to Gray to wait. Oh my gosh, dude, look at the ball moving. No way. Oh my God. Carmelo and 1. Tatum fouls a jump shooter. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Is he gonna make the free throw? Probably he does. We're officially under a minute left. Jaylen Brown, do not force up that shot. Good, way to get it back out. Horford's coming up to set the screen. Kyrie behind the back, fading 3. No! Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It is hard to score 7 points in 40 seconds. It looks like the Knicks are going to win this. They could get a stop here and then maybe hope for an early basket, but the Knicks are killing some clock right here. Carmelo off another screen to the rim. Tatum is blocking everything, but he couldn't block that three on the last play, and the Celtics couldn't stop that one either. 10 points. Dude, I don't even know what just happened. Carmelo I don't even know. Oh my God, Horford. Okay, I mean, the slowest jump shot of all time. 3 shots is good though, but I mean, honestly, they need a miracle. Oh, never mind. Yeah, it's over. They're not even gonna try for like, some miracle stop and then a 3. They just put all their subs in. Tatum's off the court, Kyrie's off the court, Jaylen Brown's off the court. Okay, and now they're back in? Well, 2K, what are you doing? Bro, like, did they just need like a 5-second rest? Like, they could have rested on the court. I don't get it. Horford makes all 3 of them though. And the Celtics are not gonna foul. Wow, 16 seconds, down 7. I mean, they didn't even try to go for a steal. They're not gonna foul. This clock is gonna run out, and I mean, the Knicks are going to the finals. And after that tough loss, Kyrie was finally in Cleveland, where he'd spend the rest of his career until the present day. But I can't lie, the next 4 seasons aren't even really worth talking about. The Cavaliers as a unit were pretty mid all around, and unfortunately, Kyrie wasn't the guy who'd be able to change that in any of these seasons. And as you'd expect, the Cavs didn't make the playoffs a single time. But that drought would come to an end in the next season with the arrival of Donovan Mitchell. This was huge for the Cavaliers because Kyrie now had another superstar by his side. The new duo of Kyrie and Mitchell showed out all year long, and it seemed like they had really good chemistry with each other. This allowed for a big sigh of relief because the last time Kyrie had a great player as his teammate was back in 2018 with Jason Tatum. And like I said, the Cavs did make it to the playoffs, but unfortunately, they got eliminated after the first round. So obviously the next season, Kyrie and the Cavs had a big chip on their shoulder. They have a championship level team, and the way they went out last season doesn't show what they can truly do together at all. Kyrie and D-Mitch now had a year of experience playing together under their belt, and there was no better time than now to go all in on their goal of a championship. The season started off great with some big wins against other championship contending teams, and when the regular season was over, the Cavs found themselves in the 2nd seed. And like I said, they had a big chip on their shoulder, so they came out and swept the Nets, swept the Bucks, and beat the Bulls in a gentleman's sweep to finally make it to the finals with Kyrie's first shot at getting a ring. However, Kyrie would be up against an opponent who he hadn't played with in this simulation, but someone he was very familiar with in real life, LeBron James. The Lakers and Cavs alternated wins in the first 4 games of the series, which made it tied at 2 apiece. The Cavs came out and won Game 5, and in Game 6, let's just say this one could have gone either way. About 3 minutes left here in Game 6. The Cavs were up by 1, but they're now down by 1. Right now, the Cavs have a crazy lineup in Garland, Mitchell, and obviously Kyrie. All 3 are on the court right now. D-Mitch gets to the rim. He gets the wide open layup. And I'm not going to lie, this is, oh my God, wait, what just happened? Illegal screen by AD. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Anyway, what I was going to say is that it's just, insane. It's like perfect that Kyrie is playing against LeBron in his final season. His last chance at a ring. Kyrie, easy mid-range. That one goes, and the Cavs are up 3 now. LeBron sets the screen for D'Lo. D'Lo to Bron. Bron pump fakes a couple times, posting. Oh my gosh, what are they doing? Dude, look at this like spacing. What is going on? LeBron with the 3, he misses it, and the Cavs get the board. That's a huge board. That's a really solid stop. 2 minutes left. Kyrie to Allen. D-Mitch comes off the off-ball screen. I don't know why he hit him so late. He might have had a 3 there, but it doesn't matter. D-Mitch with the dunk. 105 to 100 now. Can LeBron get a clutch bucket? It's LeBron. He didn't get the bucket, but he does get fouled, and he's headed to the line. LeBron's first one is up, and that one's good. Second Brown free throw is up, and that one's in too. 2 clutch free throws. Big time moment right here, but the Cavs still have a chance to make it a 2-possession game. Reeves is on the ball. Kyrie open on the left wing. He shoots it. Kyrie. Oh my gosh. That's his 2nd clutch bucket in this game so far. Here's LeBron. Blows by him. D'Lo, I thought he was maybe open in the corner. I thought it was going to go there, but I should know better. I should know that the ball is going to be in Bron's hands, and he's going to do his thing. D-Mitch going to the rim, shoots over AD, and that one drops. 1 minute, 9 seconds to go. LeBron, he's low-key getting kind of clamped. Some good defense. Oh, no, he's not. He gets open on the post fade, but he misses it. Allen gets the board to Kyrie. It's a 6-point game right here. All the Cavs have to do Oh my God. Oh my God. That was nasty. D Mitch with the up and under layup. I'm not going to lie. All it really comes down to right now is the Cavs just not throwing this game. They're in really good position to win it. AD gets the offensive board though. Back to a 6-point game. And I'm sure the Lakers might look into fouling here. Maybe not. They're playing good defense. Okay. Donovan Mitchell double team to Niang. And yeah, okay, there's the fouls. First one is in, and his second one is also in. If the Lakers ever needed LeBron to be clutch, I'm not gonna lie, this is when. It's the finals. You're on the brink of elimination. Spin move. He misses the layup. Oh my God. Bro, that's it. That has to, okay, wait, maybe not. Hold on. Austin Reeves, steal, spin, yo, why would he even try to shoot that? Like, is Austin Reeves the one you're going to in that situation? If I'm being honest, yeah, the Lakers aren't even going to foul here. The Cavs are just going to dribble it out. 3, 2, 1. And just like that, in his last season of the video, Kyrie's a champ. I mean, this Cavs team is insane. They're insane in real life. Now imagine, Kyrie Irving being added to that roster. Wow, it's crazy. And here's 2K doing their thing again with this glitch where someone from the other team celebrates with the champion. Yeah. Kyrie had now officially won his first ring of the video in his last season to do so. It's pretty crazy how it happened with him playing for Cleveland and going up against LeBron. But speaking of Cleveland and LeBron, I wonder what would happen if Victor Wembanyama had LeBron's career and started off in Cleveland. If you're curious too, check out the video on screen.